You've probably seen already tons of videos featuring 1.40 updates, what's new, what's changed, and stuff like that. So in this video instead, we'll focus on the driving experience. How does it really feel like, the graphics update? How does it feel inside the cab where you're staying like 90-95% of the time? Let's go and check it out. Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome to 1.40 open beta for ETS2. No mods in this profile, although I'll go into that in more detail later, but for now let's start driving and getting a look, a feel of 1.40 driving experience. We are right here on the border of Italy and Switzerland, so going to have some nice views of the Alps. I think we've driven through here recently in our recent season 2 of ETS2. But now that we don't have any mods, we won't have the advantage of pro mods, but we will have the advantage of the new update for 1.40. The much improved graphics, the lighting, the weather, the skyboxes, and all the bells and whistles. So far, first impressions, loving it. I've been driving offline for a couple of minutes. Did some behind the scenes videos and I've already noticed some improvements, a lot of improvements actually. Still some limitations though, still some problems that require tweaking, but take note, this is open beta, this is not yet the full release. We're just in the first day of open beta, so a lot of hiccups are expected, and I'm sure that SCS will get to squashing those bugs bit by bit. But yes, testing these out and providing the inputs to SCS is going to be very beneficial for everybody, so go ahead and report away. I'll post a link to the blog with more details on 1.40, what's new there. I'll post the link in the video description for your reference, guys. But yeah, I won't focus on them now. I'll just touch on them a bit, but I'm sure you can get all those details from other videos. So let's focus on some other things that might not be so focused on. One thing in particular, I would hope this is a work in progress thing, you notice. Turning on the lights, you don't actually see any headlights in front of you. And that is a big no-no. You don't see it either from any of the AI cars or trucks. So that is a big no-no. I'm hoping that is more of a bug than a design limitation from the new lighting. Okay, so hoping that in the next couple of days SCS fixes that. I hope it's a quick fix, because that will not fly long term, unfortunately. That's so much of an immersion breaker, especially inside a tunnel, and you can't even see if you have your lights on. Like in here, you don't even see anything either. It's a completely different picture though at night. At night it looks beautiful. You really see all the lights, the flares and whatnot, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, in this particular instance, daytime lights are currently a problem on the first day of open beta. Maybe by the time we're watching this video, that has been fixed. Then if so, that will be great. One more thing, if you notice in my GPS, that seems a bit unreadable, isn't it? Like, what the heck is the speed limit? Now, one tip for you guys is you can press F4. And now, yes, you can see that F4 has a new look. You can now jump into the exact area that you want to adjust. For us, that will be lights. Dashboard backlight now has a use, finally. You can see the improvement that brings by adjusting it. By default, I think the trucks will have backlight of around this point. But I maxed it out during my test drive a while ago, and that kind of blurred, or how do you say, bloomed the experience. So just lower it back down to where it's readable and still good. And we are good to go right there. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so far I'm really liking the update. The different skyboxes. For sure we will have more videos with 1.40. That might mean we'll have to pause for a bit the season 2. If you guys have been watching season 2, thanks for enjoying that. It looks like we will have to stop that for a while because we'll be focusing on 1.40 content. And because our Season 2 profile is filled to the brim with mods, pro mods, sound mods, truck mods that are not compatible yet with this update, we'll have to wait till they become updated as well. But I think it will be worth it. It will be a worthy trade-off. Yeah. I also noticed some, you can see very subtly, the reflections on the glass are a thing now. Like if we whenever we pass through maybe this tree, we will see, one sec. Yeah, reflections on the glass like so, very subtle. At night it will be even more apparent because every light that you pass through, it'll have a reflection. It will be a bit blurred, but it will look quite nice. Whoa! Thankfully that truck slowed down a bit because I wouldn't have slowed down here. Now this area is part of the old area, so the roads aren't the best in terms of the bends. They are a bit aggressive. I guess they're a bit more aggressive than in real life. But yeah, isn't this looking good regardless? Even if this is an old road, they've done so much to the graphics that it just looks amazing. Is that a loan payment? Okay, it is a loan payment. Did nothing wrong, at least from the regulations point of view. Oh yeah, I remember this exact view that we were going through in our previous episode in Season 2. Was it episode 3 or 4? I can't remember. I think it was 3. Yeah, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Wow. So with 1.40, they updated the graphics, the weather, the lighting, the skies, but also the textures, I believe. So they improved even the textures of some of the assets. I can't quite pinpoint them, but if you see a video or if you see an article, tell me about it. Don't post it in the comments though, don't post the comment in the link. I get a lot of accusations telling me that I delete comments. I don't delete comments unless they're offensive. Or rude, or contains not family friendly stuff. But for the most part, I don't delete comments. YouTube does though. If you post a link, most likely YouTube will catch that as a spam comment and it will filter that out. And so don't post any links. Just tell me that you saw something where, and I will look for it on my own. Man, it looks really sad in tunnels right now, huh? With no lights. Sorry, you can get over it. But it's quite nice. Quite nice overall, except for that buggy thing. Let's hope it gets fixed soon. In the sound department, I didn't notice any change, and that's a bad thing. But then again, they didn't announce anything about that anyway. So 1.40 is not about sounds. 1.40 is all about the graphics. And graphics, we did get. So I'm very thankful for that. Although, because we are in vanilla profile, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of the default sounds. I think many people are not. Yeah, like that retarder sound just kicking off like so. Screaming at you. I had to lower the engine sound so that they wouldn't be too painful to hear. But yeah, that's a different topic altogether. Hopefully in 1.41 or in a future update. But for now, sounds are out of the equation. 1.40 is graphics. If we jump into the graphics though, graphics, I was kind of hoping that anti-aliasing would be included. Not really. I did a test a while ago. So I have NVIDIA Profile Inspector tweaks enabled at the moment. If you're not familiar with that, it's in the mods list. I'll post a link in the video's description for the mods list, even though I'm not using any mods here technically. It's a third-party tweak where I use NVIDIA Profile Inspector. So that takes care of the anti-aliasing. So you get minimal jagged edges and shimmering from the distance, the objects from afar. So I tested it a while ago. I turned it off, see what the default graphics engine is doing. And I don't think they did anything to anti-aliasing, so anti-aliasing is still not the best. So I don't think that was the focus either. So for now, for those who are using NPI tweaks, I highly recommend you stay there. For those who are not using it, maybe worth a look if you are irritated by the jagged edges. It requires you to have an NVIDIA graphics card. It requires you to have a lot of patience, because there will be a lot of tweaks, settings that you'll have to work with. But I think the overall effect will be worth it. Whoa. Okay. Don't mind. Focus on the good things. And good things, there are many. But yeah, expect a lot more 1.40 videos, guys. Because I am excited to check this out more. I mean, even the lighting itself, like how the contrast is with the cars, I love it. Like the lighting on how the shadows of the cars, the shade in their colors meld together. Like, I don't know how to explain it really, but it just looks more real. The contrast is better. Nothing more of that like white haze kind of thing. Oh crap. Enjoyed that overtaking a bit too much. Okay, fine. And of course, we will also be checking out some of the new areas in 1.40. There are a lot of new areas. Oh, Germany reskinned. Germany Phase 3, however you want to call it, is complete. So from that point of view, we could say Germany has been completely rebuilt. SKRS is happy with Germany, is how I understand it. So there have been 3 phases through the years, through the different updates. Phase 3 comes with this 1.40 update, where they added a lot more junctions, a lot more improvements with the textures, the highways, particularly near the Cologne area, I think. Cologne, Düsseldorf, Dortmund, that area. That's actually where we're going. So we're actually going to Duisburg. Hope I read that right. But right now we're still way to the south. We're still in Switzerland. But we should be crossing over soon. I'm not sure if that will fit in this video though, but the cool thing is I want to be able to watch and see how each of the skyboxes look like in the different times of the day. So when things get darker, how does it look? When things are as bright as they can be, like right now, how does it look? Actually, it looks pretty nice from my view. There's also sometimes that adjustment of the exposure, like when you're looking at the bright object, everything else darkens so that you're not blinded by it. That also happens, but I'm not able to reproduce it right now. It depends on the skybox, I think, in the vicinity, the area. Oh, these classic junctions. Maybe Switzerland has to be next on the list, because we still have these dropping off lanes in default. But that's okay. One step at a time, guys. One step at a time. So how are you liking the update? How are you enjoying it? I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of videos, played it yourself, tried it out. For sure we will get a lot of complaints about why this not, why that not, why this mod doesn't work, why that mod doesn't work anymore. SKRS broke things. We know the deal by now, right? For us, let's just enjoy what we get and point out things that can be improved, but in a constructive way. Not in a complainy way. Man, that is looking very nice. One thing that can be improved though, and people have pointed this out as well, you can see if you look very hard at the sky, it looks good from afar, but if you look closer, you actually see that it's not very high quality. It gets a bit blurred, it gets a bit pixelated, and that is actually, how would you say, by design. If you read through the SKRS blog, they actually point that out, that they have these high-res skies, but they purposely did not put them in so that the game will still be very friendly in terms of performance for those with lower tier PCs, aka potatoes. That's such a harsh word, no? For mid or low-end PCs. So, as always, SCS is thinking of everybody, not just the people with the higher-end specs. They want everyone to have a nice experience. So, they decided to lower the quality of the skies, or at least not put in the highest quality ones, so that other people with lower specs will not have to suffer. And that's great. I perfectly understand that decision. Although on the other side of the spectrum, I really hope that they can also offer something for those with higher spec PCs. Either an option to enable the high-res ones, even if it's like a console tweak or something that allows to unlock that. I mean, if they have it, flaunt it. That might be a different thing. No, but yeah, right? I mean, it would be a shame to have such high-res skyboxes and not be able to use it because of limitations, and not everyone has. So having an option to tweak that would be great. Ideally, welcome to Germany, everybody. Welcome to Deutschland. I hope I read that right. Okay, yes, good. Welcome to completely rebuilt Germany. Maybe I can continue chatting away. I don't know. I'm enjoying this. So might as well just chat away and wait till the skies change. Get some sunset in. It's 2 p.m. only though, so 2 p.m. and we'll be getting there in... Oh, that's still quite a way. 8 hours? 10 hours deadline. Pretty short, but 8 hours means it's going to be around 10 p.m. by the time we get there. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect actually. So we might split this into 2 parts, guys. Otherwise the video might get too long. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But it will be nice to make a video, just one video showing everything. So I might just push through and babble on. Babble away. Anyway, too much babbling. I forgot what I was talking about. Let's try and enjoy the rest of the area here. This is my biggest pet peeve right now. Aside from the sounds, this is my biggest pet peeve. The lack of lights during daytime. I didn't know how much I appreciated them until I lost them. Because you would think daytime, you wouldn't need lights, and that's very true. Technically speaking, you don't really need daytime lights. Like, you don't need those beams right now. You can see perfectly well in front of you. But it still adds something, I don't know, a realism, an immersion factor that is not there anymore. Oh, that car sounded very good. Yeah, the car sounds, the AI sounds, I have no complaints. Especially when they pass through you and you hear that Doppler effect kind of thing. So yeah, traffic sounds I have no problem, I have no complaint. But the truck sounds, the engine sounds in particular, because the interiors are very good. They're very ASMR-ish. But the engines... Let's not go there. Focus on the positive things, right? Focus on the positive things. Okay, 1 second. Let's look at the map. I haven't shown you the map yet. So here we are. Started all the way from Milan actually, but I started recording for you guys somewhere here, I believe, in this stop. So we've gone through Switzerland fully. We are now in Germany. And the new area in phase 3 is probably this area. You can see some areas are yellow, some are grayed out. That's because those have been remade. Look at all those beautiful cloverleaf junctions. I think that is new. And also here, there are a couple of those, though that might be new as well. Either that or I just haven't driven through them. But as a whole, we can expect Germany to be rebuilt fully. And that's great. Oh, that looks so good. The lighting is so natural, so pleasing, so easy on the eyes, isn't it? Let me try and lower my windows here a bit. Just to see if there's like a tint going on. Not really. Okay, that's good. That's good to me. Very nice. I would also like to show you how it looks at night because it looks so different at night now. I think night driving is going to add a lot of like appeal nowadays with this update. So they didn't just improve the lighting when it comes to daytime. Actually, one could argue they improved it even more for the night. Because before, night driving is something I would really like to avoid. Because you don't see any of the scenery outside, the beautiful landscapes, the rolling hills, the nice farm fields, the relaxing ambiance of the countryside, stuff like that. But now with the lights, it adds a whole new layer of immersion in there. Each light has its own profile. You'll see a different lights combining, mixing together. The light from the street lamp, the light from the AI, the light from yada yada. So all of them are there. But yeah, this one in particular. At daytime, the only light you will be getting is the one from the sun, it looks like. So far. Oh crap. I think I have to be here. Is it? Okay, yes. Almost got lost there. Ooh, welcome to German Interchanges. Where you have this like side road. I don't know how you call it, but you get my point. And if you don't get on this side road, you're not getting on that clover leaf, this turn like so. There we go. Alright, so a lot of people are probably wondering, including me, what is the future of graphics mods? How about NL, Natural Lux? Many people have that as their favorite, including me. Well, to be honest, I don't think NL will survive 1.40. If there are any major updates required, no one will do those anymore. Kirill is not active anymore. The site is down, the Discord is down. So I think NL is... let's let NL rest. Yeah? Let's put it that way. But then again, with this kind of graphics, maybe we don't need graphics mods anymore. And that could be a good point of argument. A lot of people, upon seeing the lighting in 1.40, upon driving it themselves, I mean the pictures, to be honest, the pictures are great, but they don't do the exact experience justice. This is why I wanted to do this drive with you guys. Because the only way you can really experience it is if you drive with it. Or watch someone driving with it. Let's put that in the equation. But yeah, it's... I don't know if we'll need graphics mods. Not going to be essential, that's for sure. I can imagine there still being a place, like for people who want a different kind of lighting. Fine, everyone has a different taste. Some people might not like the default lighting. This one, for me, it's all good. Some tweaks here and there, some adjustments, but in general, SKRS has done a fabulous job at this. So I don't think I need any mods for lighting. For the skies, that's a different picture altogether, as I mentioned a while ago. The skies are pretty low res in comparison with other mods that we've gotten accustomed to. So if there would be a possibility to unlock better skies, either from SKRS or maybe that's where graphics mods can come in. Take for example JBX. I'm a huge fan of JBX graphics, especially for ATS. JBX is payware though, so it's a bit of a filter and not supported officially, and it's a mod. But JBX bought the skies. He bought certain skyboxes, so he spent money for high quality, I don't know if it's 4K, 8K, I think maybe 4K skyboxes. So he bought those and then he converted them to be compatible with the game, and he compressed them and he optimized them so that it wouldn't be too large, that it would cause stutters, but it wouldn't be too small, that it would look ugly. So just the right balance in my opinion. And we need those level of skyboxes in here. something that is more for the higher end, something that can be tweaked. Yeah, so hopefully that's where graphics mods can come in. I'm happy enough if graphics mods can just like add skyboxes and keep the default lighting. I'm happy enough with that. But I'm even happier if SES themselves will unlock those skyboxes for us. Add a tick box in the, or a drop down in the graphics section, right? Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness, I don't know. That looks so real. Wow. The map, the textures, the placement of objects, the lighting. So good. SES, thank you. I know I can be a bit complainy sometimes. Some people say I'm too negative, although some people would laugh at that comment as well. But it depends, you can't please everybody. But yeah, I have been known to complain about some things about SES, and you guys heard it here in this video as well. It's not perfect. Some things are still pending, but with what's there right now, my goodness, it's good. I also want to check the lighting, the tail lights, the headlights, because I've been seeing a lot of comments about that in the forums. I think that has been significantly improved as well. Not only because of the flares, but also the lights in general. They're not only on and off anymore. There's like in some trucks, in some traffic lights, there are animations now. Like if a light would turn on, it would not just be from 0 to 1, from off to on. It would have like phases. You could see it like fading in and out gradually. And you see it, I've seen it in the forums. Someone posted a video of a traffic light. You know that traffic light that just blinks amber, orange, yellow, whatever you call it? Before that would be like an on and off. No light, amber light. No light, amber light. Now there's like a fade in. So the amber getting there, and there's like a mid level, and then it fades in again to the full level of amber, the light, and then it fades out as well in those phases. Very nice. I hope you can get to experience some of those here. Let me check. 300 kilometers to go, 4 hours. What time is it? It's 5 p.m. Okay, we should be able to see a bit of the transition, a bit of the sunlight as we progress with this one. A bit of the change in the skyboxes, where I expect it will be a bit more reddish to get ready for the sunset. I'm happy to see though that in the middle of the day, no more reddish tint remains. That has been one of the biggest downsides of the default lighting, the old default lighting. That reddish tint that seems to be forever present is now forever gone. Doesn't that sound poetic? But it's nice. This kind of lighting is beautiful. For me, personally, this is really something that fits my eyes. And this is something I would say looks real. Okay, I'm on the right track here, right? Yeah, I don't need to go in the cloverleaf. Yes, this is looking really lovely. Amazing stuff. So yeah, I have been known to complain sometimes about some things, especially about the sounds. But my goodness, SES guys, amazing work. Great work, fabulous, fantastic, all the adjectives you can think of. I am absolutely loving this update. All I need to stay in vanilla now is just to lower the engine volumes a bit and crank up the sound of my podcasts and the music while I'm driving, and I'm good. And everything else is A-okay. Yeah. But yes. This is lovely. Are we in the new area already, you guys think? Let's see. Let's see. GPS zoom. Where are we? Frankfurt. That's the most zoomed out I can get. For those who are not sure how to make that work, look in the key bindings. There's like a GPS or dashboard zoom key there you can assign a key to. Yeah, looks like we are in one of the... we have been in the Autobahnen. Is that 5? Might be 5, A5 or something. looks cool though. You guys point out to me as always, okay? As you guys might know, I'm not very knowledgeable about these things. I'm more of a, how do you say, I go by feel. You know, I don't have all the facts, but I try to really enjoy the experience even without knowing all the details. But I think that's where you guys can come in. For anything that I'm missing, any facts I'm missing, any important info that would be useful for the people watching, it would be great if you can crowdsource this. So if you know more trivia, more facts, which areas have been changed, any particular changes that have come with 1.40 that haven't shown, things like that, then I highly suggest you point it out in the comments and I will happily take it and reply to you. You can see the transition of the lighting, guys. Getting darker and darker now. The reddish tint is coming up bit by bit because of the sunset, which is perfectly fine. It still all looks so natural. Although the lighting is still not there. I'm not sure actually when the lighting kicks in, because it is getting quite dark already, and in real life, if I'm driving like this, I would probably want my lights to be on already, just for peace of mind. So let's observe when we start noticing that we have lights on, aside from seeing that there. Okay, this is again where I need to be, on the side road right here. And also, did you guys notice no stutters at all? So performance, I don't think is impacted at all. SKRS really put in a huge focus on keeping the performance as is, not impacting the performance negatively, even if they are improving the graphics overall in a drastic way. So that is a huge achievement actually. That is something that is very hard to do. It is very easy, you could say, to make things look prettier. But to make things look pretty without causing negative impact, that's a huge accomplishment. Still no lights though. Sorry. I can't stop complaining about it. It peeps me out so much. But yeah, if it's such a big issue for me, then chances are it's a big issue for many other people as well. Because I'm not such a unique thinker. I'm one with the people. At least I'd like to think so. So if some people have the same sentiments, then SKRS would be aware of it by now. Oh, this is a steep one. Loving the variety though. It's nice to see properly sized highways with the bends that are realistic. None of those extreme bends where you have to slow down just to make it through. Here, look at this bend. This looks so good. You hardly have to move your steering wheel. You hardly have to steer here, and you're already turning bit by bit. Amazing stuff. There we go. The sun is starting to come down bit by bit. We're actually seeing some sun rays through the clouds already. That is beautiful. If a few months ago you've seen this kind of footage, I doubt anyone would believe that this is default graphics. Everyone would be asking, what is the graphics mod? And chances are maybe someone will still ask it in the comments. Not everyone is up to date with what's happening in the SKRS world, and that's totally fine. It's nothing against those people, they just have different priorities, and nothing's wrong with that. But yeah, the point is, it looks so beautiful that it seems like it shouldn't be part of the default. It's too good to be true. But it is, guys. It is true. So nice. In some ways, it actually reminds me of Project Next Gen. Some of the lighting is very similar to Project Next Gen. But I think overall the lighting is much better. The tint is somehow similar. If you guys have seen me in previous videos featuring Project Next Gen, the payware version, this lighting kind of reminds me of that in a way in some cases, but without the side effects. The Project Next Gen one is nice, but what I don't like about it is the skies are too bright. So to compensate for that, the cab becomes super dark. Like here, you see it very subtly. If you look at the sun, everything else gets darker, right? Just a bit. And then when you look down, it gets a bit lighter again. So it adjusts, but in a very natural, very slight way. And that means the balance between the brightness, the exposure of the sky, versus the entire world, the rest of the world, is pretty spot on. And that's equating to an experience where you're not getting blinded in some areas. Like some areas are too bright, some areas are too dark that you can't see the details anymore. So that's not there anymore. Here you get that perfect balance that you see all the goodness of the sky and you still see your cab perfectly. That's one of the complaints I had with Project Next Gen. It looked great, but that balance was off in many cases. I'm happy to see that SES, even in this very early, very early phase of open beta, they've already gotten that balance correct. Maybe a few tweaks here and there, but in terms of that balance of exposure of the skies, I don't think that's a problem at all. I think it's the lights. still aren't there. Okay, time check. 93 kilometers to go. Oh, don't tell me you won't be able to see. Why is it? One second. It's 9 p.m. It's 10 p.m. but the sun is still super bright. Super high up. Did the sky miss a memo or something? No, it might be a very late sunset in summer here. I get because the weather profile that comes with the default graphics is in summer, and in summer I guess that makes sense. Things are a bit more, well, the daytimes are a lot longer. 1 second, do I go straight or do I okay, straight. Your GPS has to be zoomed out enough so you see if you're going to turn left. Yeah. And if you're going to turn left, then you have to be on that side road. Man, this looks so good. Yeah, this must be one of the new areas already, because this is the area of Cologne, Düsseldorf, Duisburg. In here we see that adjustment. The cabin getting a bit darker because the sun is getting brighter in front of us, which is okay. I mean, that level of adjustment is fine. But if you go out, I expect things to look still bright and shine. Yes, perfect. It's also nice to see the variety of the skies. Like in front, it's pinkish, reddish already, but at the back, it's still quite blue. Nice variety there. I like this. Yeah, so in terms of the skies, my only wish is higher resolution. You can see, especially with that. Oh, that's a new change. Oh, because the sun got hidden. And here I think is where it would come in, where it would be beneficial to like adjust your lights to increase the backlight. Yeah, you see, even if I go full backlight here, we still see the speed limit, unlike earlier during daytime when you couldn't see it anymore. I'm not sure if that can be tweaked. Maybe it's something like a bloom setting or something similar. But so far, I'm really liking this. Let's see if we have lights now. Oh, still don't. You see the beams from the AI. You see the actual headlights rather. But you don't see the light beams. You don't see it reflecting off the ground. It's just the same for us. Yeah, I don't see it at all. Not even a hint. I think that will change when it comes really night. We're entering the city, looks like it. I like the subtle lighting of the street lamps though. Start seeing them lighting up the area. Yeah, even this one. Actually, the traffic lights are a bit better. At least you can see a bit of the reddish hue on the ground. I think they need to intensify. Oh, wait a minute. We have headlights now. You can see it now. There you go. So that starts kicking in as of what? 10 p.m. maybe? 10 something p.m. Maybe it depends on the area and the light. But now we can see a bit of light on the road. There we go. And we can notice that here. Yes, something changes at least. Nice. That's good. You also see a bit of reflections on the side mirror, side glass panel. I think that's more apparent now. There's even a new graphics setting in that, resolution scaling in the graphics settings. It's default to 100%, but you can set it to 200%. Okay, inside the tunnel, we can see the light. It's very weak though. High beams? I should have tried high beams a while ago. But now, yeah, they do reflect off the trucks. These cars are probably getting irritated at me. What the heck is that guy doing? Flashing us all over. Doesn't that look nice? Ooh, what is that? Reflection from somewhere. Yeah, so right now I have my resolution scaling set to 200%. It's looking very good. Although to be honest, I don't notice the difference with 100%. They both look good, in my opinion. You see the reflections from the blinkers. How it bounces off the ground. And during the nighttime, when it gets really dark, you start appreciating more each of those reflections. They become more apparent. They become even more obvious. And that's what you'll be looking for. You won't be able to see the scenery. My goodness, look at this. Look at how realistic the lighting is, especially on the side mirror. This is like a scene from a movie, a car chase in the tunnels. Oh my. So good. The lighting is so well done. I think there's just a bit of balancing with the flares, but that one in particular, that felt so real. I got shivers. Wow. Okay. So yeah, sorry for the long video, guys. Hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Babbling on. But yeah, I thought I would focus on something different. Because I've seen a lot of people, a lot of guys posting the features already. So if you want to get more info on the features, I highly recommend checking those guys out. I think Fox on the Box has made an amazing video. Plum has released a video as well on the comparisons of the old and new lighting even. So check out their channels. And I will post a link in the video description for the SES blog. Oh, look at this, very subtle. You even see like a reddish reflection on the DAF mug. Is that from the... That is from the brake light of the truck in front of us. Did you guys notice? Rewind the video if you didn't see. Oh, let's get closer to this truck. Hope I won't hit the guy. Well, we see a green reflection because we're nearing the traffic light. Yes, we are. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, the lighting is definitely improved. Definitely. Look at that. Yeah. Reflection of the red traffic light on the trailer. So nice. All these things add up. Yep. And even that one. Let's have a look quickly before the thing turns green. Oh, it's green already. No. Okay, we'll check that out next time. Very nice. Well, I'm happy. You guys happy? Hope so. This is amazing. And when it's like full night already, when the sky has fully set. Goodness, it's 10 p.m. Was it not 10 p.m. a while ago? Was it only 9? Maybe I read that wrong. I thought it was 10:20 already a while ago. I'll have to check the footage. We probably didn't pass through any time zone changes, did we? Yeah, probably not. The reflections there. Quite nice. Okay. So let's lower our windows here. Off we go. It is a bit dark. Maybe some more intensity on the lights. That would be beneficial, especially in these zones where you expect them to be well lit. I believe, I think we talked about this in one stream. I think Alex mentioned there are actually regulations, at least in the US, on how brightly lit these establishments should be, and rightfully so, for safety, for security, so that nothing shady is going on, figuratively and literally. Oh, look at that red light, how it reflects off the trailer. Very nice. Just cover your ears a bit, guys, because the engine sounds will be a bit more screamy as I step on and off the gas here. It should be okay, I think. Yes. Yeah, that works. Perfect. There we go. Oh, there it is. The lighting on the parking light shining through. Bring that up. We're looking good here. I'm happy with that. You guys happy with that? Thank you. Oh, one more side effect you can see. The main menu. This is my favorite main menu background because it has both a truck and the plane at the back. Both the things I love. But you can see the lighting has changed even here. It's a bit more grayish now. I'm not sure if that's by design. It was very white before. But yeah, one more thing to notice. Anyway, you guys let me know how it looks. Oh, and now it's brightly. Oh, we should have been driving with this one. You know what, guys? I'll make one more video where we drive at night like this. Yeah, night driving, so you get to see what it's all about. Look at all the beautiful reflections shining through the truck very subtly. So stay tuned for that. Let this be a teaser. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy trucking, everybody. Catch you soon. Hang tight. Bye-bye.